Can y'all hear me now? Okay. Y'all, I've been trying to use the microphone because I know y'all don't mind, but she is so loud with the snoring. So I'm so glad I got the mic to work. I know what to select now. How are y'all doing? Okay, not me. I was like, dang it. Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Man, it's been a week, y'all. When more people get in here, I got a stalker update. I had another confrontation with stalker. Yeah, let me move this. It's distracting to me. Stalker, yeah. Carrie, have you been up on all my stalker stories? I usually fill everybody in the lives and in videos. Mm, mm, mm. I did get, I think I might have they either sent me to or accidentally ordered to, but I got these. This one was a little expensive. It was from Amazon. All my big books I get off Amazon. And it's landscapes, backgrounds. Yeah. You see my lips. What happened? What? What? Okay. Yeah. What I think is cool, and I'm going to show you, like, it's on the front and back, but it's the same scene on the front and the back. The difference is, let me find it where you could really see it. Okay. You see how this village, the water is on this side? The backside is the same village, the same picture, except the water's on the other side. So depending on what side you want it, if you were doing a project and you're like, dang, I want the water on the other side, well, you can do that with this book. So these are some really cool ones. I'm not sure if I'll do one today. Look, there's the beach scene. I know y'all been wanting me to do a beach scene. I will soon. But these are really cool. 20 designs. There were, I think it was like 10, 12 bucks for this. But today I got a second one. And I need to see if my dingbat behind ordered the two. I haven't wanted to look. Have not wanted to look. And then as my snack, I hope y'all brought drinks and a snack. I got more of these and I'm halfway through the bag. I kept telling the kid, I bought these for the live. I need to leave them alone. But once they're in the house, but it's a snack I can have that it won't get all over my hands and get on the project. All right, Carrie. When I first moved in here, I did it before my sweetheart came down from New York. So while I was up there, we found this place and it was a deal where you rented it for a year and then the rent that you paid, not the lot rent, because this is a mobile home, not the lot rent, but the house rental, all that money would go towards the down payment if you wanted to purchase the house after a year. That's what me and Smash did. So I came down first, picked up the keys. We did all the paperwork while we were up there, but then I came down, did the rest of what we needed to do, and I got into the house first. We just had to wait until we could get her here. So while I was here, this guy, I call him Stalker, it's my house, then an RV who when you start watching the other videos, was a dog living there named Rose, and I always say Rose's dad. The next house is Stalker. He would drive by slow, see if he could watch me. One time I was at the gas station, which, a convenience store is attached. He was in line so far up my behind that if I would have taken a half a step back, I'd have run into him. And it was only till I turned around and gave him an ugly look that he backed off. And so after Smash got here, one day we're outside and Smash was on the landing on the porch, and I was downstairs by the road doing something. I was bent over with my behind facing the road, picking up something, not really thinking anything about it. All of a sudden, Smash goes, "Turn it around." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Turn it around." Well, at that moment, Stalker saw her. And I turned around long enough to see that he was at a standstill and he took off. So then after that, he kind of sort of left me alone. And then after she passed away, of course, neighbors find out he had started up again. And it's just been a saga ever since. And a lot of it had to do with his dogs and other neighbors' dogs. What? Oh, it's okay, Carrie. Did somebody sneak in here? I said hi to everybody, right? Carrie, Jesse, Gary. I'm early. I'm gonna text. Go ahead and text Mona and text Angelique. So that's basically what's been happening. And then so every time something happens, I catch everybody up. Y'all, I'm not having a soda because I believe I've had two or three already. So what this is chicken broth, chicken stock, and I need to open it so that I don't boil my face. What, Jesse? Weird guy, Carrie. Super weird. Like I thought the maintenance staff, what we have here at the park is it's a husband and wife team. The wife is the manager in the office, but she runs the whole place. Her husband is the maintenance manager. He takes care of the grounds. And there's only two people that maintain the grounds. And I thought they were really good friends with Stalker until I joked around about Stalker. And and they're like, no, he's weird. So so yeah. Cool, Jesse. That is so cool. What is it a picture of? Flowers or animal? Oh, there's Mona. Mona, I told them I was gonna text you. Y'all, I think Mona's a little bit under the weather, so she may just pop in long enough to stay hi, and that's okay. She's got to take care of her. Mona Stalker at it again. I have, yeah, I had to. Gary, I'm doing all right, having a couple of glasses of wine and enjoying my weekend, having lots of snow. Went to Costco like an hour away. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, before we got a Sam's Club here, the closest was 35 minutes away. Busy as all Costco's are. Now I have like, oh my goodness. Snow is good in the movies. Snow is good to step outside and look at it. And then not again if you have to drive in it. I am Angelique, and I did have a hiccup. Gary came in and Jesse were here, and they couldn't help me, but we fixed it. This is actually working. I'm actually talking through this. Last Friday, I was not. I thought I was, but I was not. I don't know how this is going to go because when this dies, remember, we stay on too long and this dies. So I don't know how I'm going to fix it with audio if this dies. So we'll see. To catch you up, Angelique, Jessie is actually doing a diamine painting. She said she wanted to. I'll be in and out trying to push my water. I got you, Mona. Do what you got to do. Take care of you. I love you. Gary is having wine. He went to Costco and he's having a lot of snow where he's at. So we're not happy about that. But I'm glad he got to go to Costco. We don't have a Costco here. Just a Sam's Club. To go to Costco, ours is also an hour away. So, but okay, let's see. What are we gonna do today? I got some new stuff. Oh, I got this, y'all. I'm trying to reorganize and condense, right? Because my area is a hot mess and it looks a hot mess because of all my supplies. So I'm trying to, excuse me, find a good way to condense. Gary and Bath and Body Works have to have my hand soap and room sprays. I get online when I find out that Bath and Body Works has their sale on the hand soaps. Oh, I love them. I love them. In New York, I had like 14 of them. Smash clown me. Why you gotta have so much? I said, because they're on sale. Love Bath and Body Works. And Friday, I drove a guy who worked there to work. Ours is in the mall. Jesse, that is cool. Yeah, I keep a lot. I need to check my stash. This is weird, but I haven't used my bathroom sink in a while. And when I have used it, I've used bar soap. Don't ask me. I take care of stuff in the kitchen. It's because there's things in there. You know, when Smash passed away, I had to move some stuff around for the kid, and so now my room is overfilled, and I have an ensuite, so things have kind of blocked certain areas. So I take care of business in the kitchen. I might be gross to y'all. I'm sorry. All right. So let's start small. You know, we always start small. What I did, y'all, let me show you real quick. I got a new roll of this because I have very little left, and it is tape and it's just words for like in a background and stuff. So I got that new in today. I got more frames in because I'm trying to build up my stash. And so what I did today, I'm sure I've got some misplaced, but these are uh all my frames, and I covered this and made my own little box of frames. So I like that. Let's see if this thing will hold it. We'll see. We won't be doing frames if it falls on the floor unless my grabber can grab it. But this is what I wanted to show y'all. It was only like $2.30 on Temu, but because it's Temu and these are sticking out because they're really long, but I have some backgrounds I found. And so I try to organize. Now, earlier today, I could open this, and because I'm online, I can't. So it's just, you know, it's supposed to be for papers, but I'm using it. These are, remember, don't hardly throw anything away. So these are scraps that I can piece together. These are the bigger pictures, and I put these on the back. I only have 2 of these left. You've seen these roses. This is the silver stuff. It fit. So yeah, and I put one on each side so I can see what's in here. Remember those? This is the one I was looking for. Remember last week when we were doing this one? I kept saying I finally found it. This was hidden in a different place than the other books. Same thing with this one, Steampunk Girl. So I found these butterflies. The kid have all got bows. Jessie, she looked forward to that. Hey, Sonder, welcome, welcome. So, and these are the 3D stuff. So I managed to get a lot of stuff in here, and I'm happy about that. I got this in today, and I don't know where the other one is. Remember, I was showing y'all the little pack with the buttons. You have no idea where it is. I try to put them together, And now I can't find the dark brown one, but this is shades of white and cream. This is the same one with that at my last at the very end of my life. That's a new pack. So I found a lot of stuff that I was like, oh my god, I forgot I had that. So and I still have this many left. So yeah, I'm really happy. And then this one, these are long borders that the kid got me, and I didn't want to cut them. So, and they're even too long. And then I put tape at the bottom because these are real thin. And then I kind of folded over packing, tape here, and I did a crappy job. They're all wrinkly, but it's just me. So yeah, so we have that. What you think? I know, Sonder. I love this sucker. Right, Angelique? Cherry blossoms. And this one I like. It's just a really tall stack of flowers. So I can't wait to get to the big book because I don't know what we're doing, but I'll see what we're doing. Now, so I can't put that back, but I'll lean it right here because I can reach it. All right, let's see. Is everybody here? I want to give people a few minutes who know about Stalker to get here. I got this one off of y'all don't care about my hair. We need to see the project. I got this one off the TikTok shop. It was pretty cheap. It's an ephemera book. I did one last night, but I didn't post it. I did it leaning back, whatever I could grab. And a lot of this stuff, all the stickers are from in here, except for the green frame. Look, I'm going to make sure I'm not lying to y'all. Yes. The two frames, this one and this frame, this is a sticker inside the frame. These are the only two things that did not come out of this book. Everything else did. I just forgot to post a picture. And these were the new frames that I got. And I got those off of Amazon. So, yeah. Where's Clint? Oh, there he is. Hi, Clint. See, I even forgot. I didn't even trim that. Thank you, Angelique. All right. Stalker story. Everybody here that's going to be here, and whoever's not, they can go back and reread. No, see, I don't like my face being cut off that much. Okay, better. Fluff ain't ever prepared. So, as y'all know, I have been dealing with Stalker, stalking me personally, giving me a gift I really didn't want, and his dogs, and the dogs across the street, and then Miss Rose. But Rose hasn't been an issue because Rose hasn't been here. Okay. Well, now Angelique knows the whole story. I had to call her yesterday to tell her. Her and Melinda know the full story, but I could go on and on about it, but I'm gonna give y'all the gist of it, and I may end up telling the whole thing, just giving my gist. So I told y'all that he created a back fenced area. He using the same materials as my kid had. And now behind us across the street, somebody's using the same fencing. Okay. Which is fine, but his dogs kept breaching, so he had to put chain link it's either chain link or chicken wire. I think he finally switched to chain link. It's a hot mess. Okay. Ooh, that just burned my throat. Okay. So my porch camera notifies me that there was some footage taken. Now, that could be a bus, that could be anything. But when you go to the app and you open the app, you have to go live before you look at the videos because that brings up the live and all the videos. So I go live with it and I hear a lot of barking, like it sounds like it's on my porch. So let me get started, y'all. I can talk and craft. So I haven't I haven't seen this in a while. Let's look what's in here. These are like backgrounds and stuff. Oh Lord, I think I should put my wine bottle beside. You should, Gary. You should. The outrage. So we so I hear the barking and I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's Miss Sheba, Big Dog, but it doesn't sound like her. Let me see what Big Dog's doing. So I have an indoor camera for the living room, and when I turn it on, now this is me on the way home. Stoplights. I'm not dangerous. But I'm about 4 minutes away, 5 minutes maybe. So I go to the indoor inside camera, and she was just standing there staring at the door, and she's pacing a little bit. Okay, I'm right. It wasn't her. Fast forward to I get home and I pull up, and as soon as I open my car door, I hear a dog just viciously barking. And I know where it's coming from Stalker's house. Hi, B. I sure will be. Okay, so I don't say anything. They're not. The dog's not in my yard, so I get out and I start walking up the stairs. And as I go up the stairs, I can see Stalker's backyard and the fenced-in area. One of his dogs. He's got, as far as I can see, he's got a big old black dog. It almost looks like the original poodle. Y'all know poodles were huge. Humans bred them to be small. So it's big and black, and he called that his emotional support dog. No, it's not. He's never with the dog. Okay. He's got that dog. He's got a little floofy dog, and then he's got two crackhead dogs because they run around. They almost look like young Malinois. Y'all know what those are? Those brown dogs that the video show them scaling a thingy and then grabbing the stuffed animal like 10 feet away and then falling down and flying out of helicopters. They can be very well trained. That's what they look like. Okay. That's what they act like. That's what they look like. High energy dogs. So the other dogs that I can see are inside the fence, but this one's on the outside. Okay. Just barking, barking, barking towards Stalker. Now, by the time I get to the top of the deck, I notice that Stalker is also on the other side of the fence, outside the fence, laying down. Like from his hip to his ankles, he's laying down, but he's like this, stretched out, but he's like on his elbow, and he's steady barking at his dog named Mike. Mike, Mike, get over here! But he's making no attempts to grab the dog. The old man was outside the house. And during my arguing with him, with Stalker, I find out that supposedly this old man wants one of his dogs. Y'all, I just got rid of Rose. There's still no fence. That man has to use a walker to get around. That dog will be out all the time. I'm assuming. I shouldn't assume. I really shouldn't assume. But so I'm like, oh my God, I'm not happy about it. But he's not. The dog sees me, keeps barking at the old man because I can tell that the dog is barking towards Stalker, but past him. I never did see the old guy. So I'm like, okay, he's staying in his yard. That's fine. So it's this time of day that I let mine out. So I open my door. I put Sheba on her lead, and then Sasha goes next. So they go down, and still this other dog is not coming in my yard, but I'm watching. So during that time, their little girl comes out. She's like 6, y'all, maybe 7. And I hear the stalker tell her to try to get the dogs in. Well, I'm going to call them twins. The ones that look like Malinois, the Mike that's outside, his twin is on the inside. So little girl tries to grab the little one and the twin, and he wriggles out. So instead of Stalker getting up to help, he says, "Get your mom to help." So the lady comes out. Listen, I need to get crafted. The lady comes out, and she starts trying to wrangle the dogs inside, and the twin is giving her the worst time. And at one point, Stalker did have his little floofy dog. It almost looks like a large Pomeranian. It's real floofy. Um, and so at that time, I think he put it over the fence. So they get the dogs inside. The next thing I know, I'm standing there, and the big black dog comes from the street straight into my yard. So I start yelling, "Stalker," his real name, "come get your dog," like that. Well, that's the green light because all the dogs get out. So that's the green light for the two twin dogs to come into my yard with the big black dog. He starts yelling at his dog. None of them listen to him at all. Okay, Angelique, it sounds like I'm going to tell the whole story. I told I told Angelique, I'm probably going to abbreviate. So far, I have not. And I say, and I've got the footage. I was like, so help me, Stalker, if my dogs get injured, because the two twins, one of them, who I assume is Mike, because he's the crackhead that kept barking, started nipping at my dog. By this time, Sasha ran in the house, still on her leash. She's so scared. She was trying to get inside the house. And so she finally gets past them and comes in. She's scared to death. Finally, he gets all his dogs uh, out of my yard. He comes back and stands, not in my yard, but he stands at the end of Rose's parents' newer RV, and tries to tell me, "Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Fluffy, my granddaughter let them out." I told him, I said, "I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We've had this issue before." "Well, that's my granddaughter that let them out." I said, "I don't care what happened. Get a hold to your dogs." "Well, what do you want me to do?" I said, "That's not my problem." So then finally he goes, "You know what, Miss Fluffy, just go back in your house." Y'all ask me how well that went over with me. Clint, let me see how many dogs does this man have. From what I could tell, four: the big black one, the floofy one, and then the twin dogs. Hey, Erica. So so we're going back and forth, and he tries to tell me to go in my house. I said, "Don't you effing tell me what to do at my own house." So finally he throws his hands up in the air and he goes, "You know what? We're through. That's it. We're through." We weren't a thing. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, "You sure right." And so I had to have right, Sonder. And so finally I had to have the last word, and I'm like, "You keep your freaking dogs out of my yard." My blood pressure's up. It was like 157 over something, because shortly after that, uh, after the dogs got wrangled in, they weren't even in the backyard. Sheba still had to go restroom. She didn't have a chance. So I let my dogs out, and they went to the bathroom with no problems. No other dogs came, and then we got back in the house, and I'm trying to calm down, and the kid gets home. So I start telling the kid about what happened. And then I checked my blood pressure, and she's like, "Mom, you need to calm down," because it was like 157 over something. I can't remember. So I took a pill, took one of my pills. I'm not supposed to take them every day, but I don't. I know. So we're going to start with this one. So it takes 20 minutes. And I hear the doors closed. And I look at my daughter, because she's in the kitchen, and I'm like, "Yes, yes, Erica." So so I get on my camera and I look and I go, "It's Stalker." And so I go to the door, I take a deep breath, and I go to the door, and I open the main door, and I have the glass screen door glass. So I open the door, and he's looking at me. I said, "I cannot open this door, because of my dogs." And I wanted to say, "See, MFer?" This is how you keep your dogs in the house. But I didn't. I just said, I can't open the door. Oh, Miss Fluffy, I just want to apologize. That was, my granddaughter. I said, you know what? I said, I still don't want to hear it. I said, you and I have had problems before. It hasn't been fixed. I said, your dog attacked my dog. And I swear to you, if that happens again, I'm not going to be nice about it. I don't remember what I said. Angelique, what did I say? Anyway, I let him have it. And he kept trying to blame a 6-year-old daughter, his granddaughter. And he goes, well, I don't know what you expect me to do. My granddaughter let them out. And I said, you're the grown up in that house. Those dogs are yours. Those dogs are nobody's responsibility but yours. I said, my dogs don't ever bother anybody. Yeah, they're very well trained. I said, I don't bother anybody. But I dang sure, I don't think I said that, but I said, I don't bother anybody. I shouldn't have to put up with this. He came back because he knows my warning before about my cameras. So yeah, I'm not happy at all. I know I kind of got reamed for that. And he tried to chuckle. What? And so that's how it ended. That's how the evening ended. So thank you, Angelique. Jesse, let's just say it would have not ended well for the dog. So, but like I said, I let my dogs out. I didn't say anything to Stalker when that dog was outside the fence because it was still in the yard, in his yard. It was when they came into my yard that I said something. Does that make sense? That's what I got so far. That's when it went too far. That's when I got mad. So, and I'm going to cut this little chair out. I think it's cute, but I don't want the whole thing. So, I talked to the kid and I'm like, I gave him every chance. So come the next morning, this was Thursday that this happened. So come yesterday in the morning, I call the manager. And I think I'm talking like too loud because the kid's coming out. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little excited about the stalker story. She's going. Somebody said I'd flatten his tires. People could probably hear me outside. They probably had to turn. I finally got the microphone to work. Okay. They're probably having to turn down their volume. So I get on the phone and the kid agreed it was time to turn them in. So she and I speak, and I accidentally told on the people across the street. I didn't mean to. And when she said that she was going to call the wife, I was like, no, no, no. I said they let their dogs out, but it's been a long time since any of their dogs have come into my yard. But apparently they have problems too. So she was going to call the lady across the street because I said, I'm very sick because I'm tired of my neighbors because it seems like I'm the only one that ever watches my dog. I said, Stalker. I said, Rose's dad before, and the people across the street. She goes, who? I said, that fancy RV? They got like 3 or 4 dogs. And that's what I said. And I said, no, 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 no. I'm just complaining about Stalker. But so I inadvertently got them in trouble. But I explained to her exactly what happened. And she's like, and they don't even pick up their dog crap. I was like, I pay somebody to pick mine up pretty regular, both front and back, even though Boo Boo's the only one that goes in the back. And it's once or twice a day. I mean, how big are his? He's this little, but still, we try to do the right thing. So she said, do you have video? I said, yes. She says, please send it to me. And I'm going to give them a citation. But she said, and I'm going to have Don, which is the maintenance manager, her husband. She says, I'm going to have Don talk to him because, well, he's Stalker. So, I said, okay. So I did. She says, I need details, like kind of what you told me. Send me an email and then send me the videos. And I said, I will. So I did. And yesterday, when I went to check the mail, I saw Don, one who's supposed to be talking to Stalker. And I'm like, I'm sorry ahead of time. He goes, oh my God, what did you do? I said, it ain't what I did. So they came over to the car and I explained to him what happened. And he's like, and I'm like, and don't you go bro it out with him either. Like that. This is serious because if it keeps happening, I'm gonna keep turning him in. He didn't know what that meant. It took the younger maintenance guy to explain because he goes, what does bro out mean? He says, well, I'm gonna do that anyway. I said, well, you just better let him know I'm serious. So I didn't see him all day yesterday. Stalker. His truck was gone. He came back really late. He doesn't ever stay gone that long. And then I saw him today. And it's funny because when I saw him today, I had the dogs out. I had to put trash out, or I was doing something outside. No, I was getting these packages in, and so I said, I'll let the dogs out an extra time." And so they were outside. Stalker was going to a she shed. He looked over at my dogs, said nothing to me. Thought it was funny. And earlier, I saw in the camera in the vac that the son was picking up the dog poop in that area. And the dogs after that came out for a little while, but then they brought them back in. And let me tell you, they were a good, at least, I want to say an hour, but I have a small doubt. So I think it's like 30 minutes that he was out there. That's how long it took them to pick up all that dog mess. So when the guy said that he don't pick up, when the manager said, yeah, they don't pick up their crap either, she could have meant Stalker. I thought she meant the people across the street, but then they don't have any poop to clean up because the dogs take off and poop in other people's yards. So yeah, see, I don't even want to check my blood pressure because I made myself mad all over again. She looked at me like, that's why she came outside. She heard me. She doesn't usually, when I go live, she doesn't come out. I had to tell him. Then it makes me mad. So I told the kid, I don't know if I'm going to get blowback from it, how Stalker's going to react. So I told her, just make sure you just kind of watching yourself. And we do keep the doors locked anyway, but we just need to be a little bit more mindful for a while because I don't know if we'll get any blowback from it. I just don't know. So, but that, yeah, I don't have stuff to tell you, and I don't have stuff to tell you. But then when I finally have stuff to tell you, it's like, dang it. Okay, let me catch up. Angelique goes, uh-oh, the kid. Ah. Yes, Jesse, I didn't want to do it. And I got mad because I'm like, oh my God, he made me do it. And I know people say, oh, you know, but it's true. I tried and tried and tried to talk to him, and I didn't want to be that neighbor. And that's even the manager. And I told the manager, I said, I don't bother anybody. I keep to myself. And she says, yeah, you do. You don't do anything wrong or something like that. So they know, just leave me alone. Keep your dogs to you. I work hard, even if in my hardest grief. The dogs were never off their leash. Now, I must admit, one day during this last ice storm that we had, I let her go down by herself, and she peed and pooped and came right back in because she was cold too. One time. The other times I stood out there in the doorway, freezing my butt off. The leash is all stiff. First time she ever pooped close to the stairs because it was too frozen. She would slip slide on the ice. Sheba would. I described it before. He's a white guy and he doesn't have a lot of hair, but the hair that he's got is like so blonde it's almost white. And he's not albino, but it's almost like his features and his hair and stuff. It's like it all blends, if that makes sense. I posted a video on my Facebook because it's just family and like super close friends. My Facebook is super private because of my former job. That's why I don't let y'all come on there. But and my sister goes, "You need to put that on your channel." I can't do that. It's too much, and oh God, I don't miss living in my old place. Had a woman that lived next to me. I try to fix up the mini home, and she would call the city saying I didn't have a work permit. Oh Lord, and always had. Maybe he wants to scrapbook. Oh my goodness, Gary, that's crazy. That is crazy. So yeah, that is the saga. So we'll see what happens. She didn't tell me she got it, but I'm sure she did. I'm sure she got the email because I sent it fast, quick, and in a hurry. And I didn't want to, but how many times, you know what I'm saying? What do they say? Apologies without change is manipulation. So I know I did, Jesse. I mean, I know deep down, but I don't know if it's the Capricorn in me or not. I feel bad and I shouldn't. He did it to himself, you know? This will be always known as the stalker story project. Why is it hot? Is it my blood pressure? It's not hot in here. You're not hot. Oh, she's usually the one that's hot, but I'm feeling kind of hot. We will not check my pressure right now. Nope. I got these. I got off Amazon. I want some trim here. Sheba, what are you doing? You know you're not supposed to be over there watching her. What are you having? Oh, soup. Oh, cool. Yeah, don't be mad. Don't be mad because I didn't know she was doing it and there was no time to set up. But the kid brought me 2 pounds of crawfish and I ate it and I didn't stop until I was done. And I even told her, I said, "Gosh, I should do a mukbang because I don't do that many." And then she stands there and looks at me, and I'm like, "No, I want to eat them now. It's too much to set up." Sorry, y'all. It was good though. Good, Gary. Good. We don't. Yeah, don't feel bad. He had it coming. Yeah. I know you're right, and I know I did do the right thing. I know it. I don't want any blowback, especially when it comes to the kid. You know, because oh God, let something happen to my child. Mm. You thought I went off when my dogs were at risk. So she agreed. It was time. It was time to snitch. Stop the snitch. That's what I got so far. Oh, y'all, I did order more gears. Remember, I told you I had to order some more because I used some on that big project. So I did order more and I put them already with the other ones. I think because of the color combination. Oh, see, that's more borders, more frames. So I'll stick that right there. I think I put a steampunk person on here. Mm, I try to be quiet. She kept walking in. I said, I'm telling the stalker story. She's like, these don't really match on here. This is more soft. It's not really steampunky. So I'm going to try different. Let me see what I got here. She got it from our HEB already cooked. It almost tasted like there was like Old Bay on it, but not really because it wasn't spicy at all. So I think it was just regular seafood seasoning on it. Spicy seafood boil is good, Erica. Or just butter garlic. Yummy, pretty. I love crawfish. Should have done a mukbang. I know, Erica. I should have, but it was so much to. And by the time she got home after work, it was like 6:30 or so. I'm looking. I'm looking. What happened, Erica? Let's see. She said I should have done. I should have done a mukbang. What else did she say? Yeah, she said that I should have done a mukbang. What else did she say? I'm sorry, Erica. You love crawfish. I should have done a mukbang. LOL. What do you guys put when making crawfish for seasoning? I have never cooked them myself, and she got them already cooked at HEB. Our HEB will do that to legs, lobster tails, the crawfish when they're in season. So crawfish is so good. My kid doesn't like it. Most of my family doesn't like it. Denise, the one that used to live with me, remember we did a crawfish mukbang, and then my other niece, um, she does she likes crawfish. I've got a couple of these little girls that I'll put on here. Love seafood boil, and she said it cost extra. The 2 pounds cooked was like $23 and some change. And she says, "Mom, I could have gotten you sausage and potatoes and corn." She says, "But I didn't. I know you're still trying to do low carb." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no. Just the crawfish was fine. You were right. You were right to think along those lines." So I just I answered her. I've never really done a crawfish boil on my own, and the one we got from HEB, I know there was seasonings on it. It tasted almost like Old Bay, but not spicy like Old Bay. I guess they have to accommodate the masses so they don't make it spicy. Or did the kids say it was either regular one or spicy one? But mine wasn't spicy at all. Yes, I did answer her. I know you did. B, did you hear Jessie as into diamond painting? I think she's doing one that's cherries. She couldn't wait to come in and tell you, but I was in the middle of the stalker story, so I know she said something, but I didn't know if you saw it. So I finally got serious and started a low carb diet on Monday. No fun and trouble sleeping at night. No, I was folding and putting away clothes. Okay, B. Well, you don't have all that sugar making you sleepy, B. And, that I eat as much as I want to, if, as long as it's staying within my carb count, and especially zero carb items. I don't count calories. Because if you count calories and carbs, then you're keto, and I'm Atkins. Not a problem, Jesse. I had a feeling people were listening to me go off, and so I'm pretty sure she didn't see it. So Erica, she made me garlic butter to dip. That's how good she did me yesterday. We were watching John Wick while I was eating it. Oh, I love seafood boil. They're just expensive. Of course, I could have eggs. I think if you put eggs in the seafood boil, doesn't that make it low country? A low country boil? May be mistaken, but I think so. Anyway, I love seafood. Really and truly, I do. Oh, wow. Uh, Seafood, shrimp would upset my mom's stomach. It would give her some gastric disturbances, but she would eat it anyway. Yes. That's why, like, when had my gallbladder taken out, I was so glad it did not affect me. It infect my gut. I was so glad. I was nervous about it. Erica, if your seafood boil is spicy, even though the eggs get cooked or get thrown in, you boil eggs and then you take them already cooked and you throw them in the seafood boil. Even though they boil in there, the innards are not spicy, and so sometimes it will help reduce some of that spiciness. It tastes good. Those are also good, Gary. Right, or greasy foods or anything. Now, it is strange, and here's an overshare because Fluffy has to overshare. Sometimes when I eat certain foods where my gallbladder used to be, I hear noises. And every now and again, I get a pain. And I wonder, because when you get your gallbladder out, they put a stent in there for a little bit, and you have 3 months to get it out. Can't really have it in there for more than 3 months. And when they went to take the stent out, they found one stone in the duct. So I always wonder, did another one develop? And that's why it's causing pain every now and again. Or, I mean, it sounds like my stomach's growling, but it's like right where the gallbladder was. So, I think they call it a low country boil if you put eggs in it. I think that's the difference. I'm not quite sure. There's Melinda. Don't call them that. The crawfish girl. Gotcha, B. See, I can't have salmon every night. It's the oiliness of the salmon. Smash love salmon, but I I I couldn't have it daily. Maybe that's the noise I hear. I thought it was just someone. Erica, I saw her, Angelique. I'm glad. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, every now and again, I could hear it gurgling and stuff like, when you get hungry and your stomach growls. Sometimes, rarely, but sometimes I even get like a pain right there. So I'm like, what is that about? I got to put something right here and then words. Let's see. Look in my new book. Oh my goodness, Jesse. Am I allergic to nature? Yes. There are, and I never knew it, there are male and female eggplants. And I'm allergic to one of them because sometimes it makes the roof of my mouth itch and then sometimes it doesn't. And then somebody said, well, they're male and female eggplants. And so I guess, yeah, she's sleeping. She's right over there. Let's see. This noise canceling. So that's why I have it on. Hopefully it lasts the whole time. Oh, 9 people in, and I thank y'all for the likes. I should have said that in the beginning. I'm sorry. I just got so worked up over Stalker. It really is. It's of the omega 3, omega 23, omega 3. But mm, 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 mm. Right, Melinda? Melinda knows the whole story too. Melinda, what you don't know, we haven't had a chance to talk. Uh, Today the sun was out there. Dogs came out for a little while inside the gate, and for almost an hour, I'm going to say a good 30 minutes, the sun was picking up dog poop, and the manager had said they don't pick up their dog poop. So I don't know if that was Stalker's house or the people across the street. And then I took the dog out, and the dog's out at extra time. I usually do it about 5, but I did it at 2:30. And when I was out there, Sheba saw him, barked at him. He looked over at her, and he knows that if she's out, I'm out. He didn't even look my way. He went straight to his she shed. Oh, poor Stalker. Angelique, I hate salmon. Now, I like lox, like the smoked salmon, the lox. Now that I like. Now, B, is it the low carb? Is it something that you can maintain, do you think? Do you think that it's something that you can do long term? Because it isn't for everybody. These are really nice uh, stickers. It's the stuff that does go on sushi, but you hear about lox and bagels. Lox is this thinly, thinly sliced salmon, and they smoke it. It's less oily to me, but yes, it's the kind that they put on sushi. Me either, Angelique, till somebody told me, and I'm like, well, that would make sense. Why sometimes it would make my mouth itch, and sometimes it would, and sometimes it wouldn't. I bet you I know which one I'm allergic to. Gotcha, B. Okay, good. Already dropping stuff. Dairy. I must admit, I've been really fighting since the holidays to stay on it. I've cheated more since the holidays, and I've never cheated before the holidays. It's been difficult to get back on it. It really has. You could have said that in the room, Melinda. Angelique ain't gonna do nothing. You can say, hey, that's funny as hell. Oh, that's funny. All right, I'm gonna keep this out because I probably will use it a couple of times. It's so hard to go back on it once you throw it out the window. It's been difficult. And fasting, no, I haven't. I'm back to the late night eating. At one point, I was 299 last week, and then overnight, I lose 5 pounds, and then I was up back 2. I did not check my weight today. I did not stand on the scale today. I'm like, nope. Now I do it the German way on a German roll, which is called a Brötchen. It's almost like a bolillo roll. But I think, yeah, there's a slight difference. I think bolillo rolls are slightly more dense. But the way we used to have it in Germany was on a bolillo roll, I mean, a Brötchen roll, butter, onions, pickles, and then the lox. And I remember at the old duplex, I did do a mukbang, but I think did I put it on a cracker or a bagel without the cream cheese? One of the two I did. I remember it. Gotcha, Angelique. Yeah, that's where you would find it. Jesse's doing cherries. I don't know if it's just 2 giant cherries, but she said that the diamond picture was cherries. No, it is smoked, Erica. It's not raw. It is smoked. Now, if you get smoked salmon on sushi, it's cooked. If you just get salmon, then I don't think it's cooked. I think that's just sashimi style. Sashimi. All right, I'm gonna start putting words, and then I'll show y'all. This says jubilation. Oh, that's cool. What, Angelique? What? What did you say? What? 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 Jubilation. The words that I'm putting on here. Is that what you meant? The what? Or something else? Was there something else? It says be happy. Oh, Melinda can tell you what she said. Melinda, why don't you tell them what you said? Don't be scared. Lights are flickering. Need to make sure I have gas in. Oh my gosh. I stick my arm. I thought somebody did something, but they didn't. Oh, did you? Nobody saw it. Do it again. She said, I'm brave, dang it. Yes, you are. Okay, B. I said bring a drink and snack so y'all can just do whatever. Melinda says she's brave. That's why she posted it to me first. Keep focused. I think that's what I'm going to put there. Ooh, in a second, when I show y'all this, I bought some things. We haven't even discussed Easter, my family, but I know we're going to do something. And the only Easter that Smash had got to have with our family is uh, was we brought ears, light up bunny ears, and everybody, to include the adults, wore them. That's why the one picture we're in the car and we're wearing bunny ears, that was Easter. So I didn't get bunny ears, but I'll show you what I got. I can't reach my toes. I don't do my toes. I still have these on, y'all. I've had these on since 2 days before Valentine's. And they're still on. I had one pop off and I had to redo it. I don't know where the nail went. I don't know, but then I replaced it. But they've been on so long. Look, they're growing out at the bottom. See it? Like they're done at the salon. That's how long they stay. They're all growing out. So I'll have to replace them soon. These have lasted because I did it right when I put the glue on. I know, but I can't reach my toes hardly. I'll pass out before I get them all painted. All right. I can't believe I got it done. This is chaotic. I like it, but y'all ready? What did Erica say? There we go. Thank you. All right, I'm calming down. Let me check. All right, y'all talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna check my blood pressure real quick. So I'm starting to get a headache, and I don't know if it's this or talking about dumbass. It talks, so just don't want the kid to hear. Thank you, Jesse. All right, here, that's too much light belly. Let me cover. Mm, yeah, a little high, a little high. I should probably take a pill. So we're gonna take a pill real quick. I'm gonna take this off. I love it, but I need to take it off. I'm getting a headache. So, all right. While I'm getting a pill, I'm gonna have a sausage. Yeah, I think I posted a picture of us in bunny ears. That's why we had the bunny ears. And we had two left, and we went to Jack in the Box after the gathering on the way home, and we were in the drive-through. They saw our bunny ears, thought they were cute, so we gave our last two pair, and we didn't need them at the house, to the workers. Hey, Pauline. They are sausages from Aldi, and I'll show them to you. Let me take this pill real quick for my blood pressure. They're from Aldi, 0 carbs, B. We'll work out of this one now. You're leaving already? Okay, Melinda. Kidding. I know it's 11 there already, so it's okay. I appreciate you stopping in. The morning comes pretty quick. All right. Oh, let me show y'all while I focus and try to meditate what I'm going to do with these. Let me show you where'd they go? They were right there. I guess I'm not showing y'all. Let me see. Let me see the grabber. Is that them? Yeah, that's them. I got these off the TikTok shop in case any of y'all are interested. No, I'm on TikTok, but I don't sell stuff. Okay. Those sausages are expensive. Here they're like $8.05 for that bag. They're little ink pens, but they have the different. Remember the old pens where it's different colored ink, and all the tops have a different character. So they're all different. So I thought I'd take these. That's a carrot. Look at that. I thought I'd take these, and give them to the kiddos. And they were pretty cheap, so I'll probably take something else. I'm not quite sure. Angelique, it was a little elevated, so I took a pill. I did it in front of y'all. I let y'all listen. Is this dead already? No, it's still going. Yeah, it was 157 over something. No, was it, y'all? What was it? 147? So one of y'all, what was it? I showed y'all. I don't remember now. I went ahead and took a pill so it wouldn't get worse. That was Melinda saying goodnight to me. Erica's got to be on the East Coast somewhere. Boston area. Yeah. New York was an hour ahead. All right, let's see. Focus, focus, Fluff, focus. What are we doing today with this? Do some frames. Then we'll fill in. Just see, that's right. You're in Oklahoma. I was born in Oklahoma. Fort Sill. I need more water. Feeling a little dizzy now. Did y'all get hit bad too? I know Masha's cousin, she said it was bad over there. Right, Eric? That's why I've been trying to switch it up. Saturday the 28th. Is that next Saturday or the Saturday after? I will probably be going live earlier because the kid wants to take a pottery class and wants me to go. But I have to think about the logistics. How long will I sit? What do the seating look like? How long would it take me to get inside? And so she's going to go on her by herself on the 28th and scope it out. And if she thinks it's doable for me, then we'll do one after that. But she'll be gone 5 to 8. So probably I'll go live from 5 to 8. I'm sure. What's cute? Which one's cute? What's cute? Oh, the pins. I got them off the TikTok shop. So it was enough for one per kid, I think, with a couple of left over. Then I may get something else, a little something small for them. Everybody, some have nut allergies. One has a dairy allergy, so I'm kind of hesitant to bring snacks. So I'm gonna open up this one and put it on one side here. Cool, Erica. Yeah, I'd like to do that with her. I want her to get out and do things, you know? And so and I have to fight the urge to not want to go anywhere because I just really don't. But it'll make her happy. So if I could, okay, wait. First, Angelique, you asked me where I got those, and now you're saying I know I saw Fluffy. You're losing me. You're losing me, Angelique. It could be my blood pressure, but I'm not following the conversation. Clint, are you still here? No, Gary's doing something. What did he say he was going to come back? See, that's what this is, just writing, and I don't think it actually says anything. Yeah, it's just letters and stuff, fake words. Angelique, that's because the microphone, it's filtering out the sound, and that's I'm glad. Oh shoot. Oh, I'm good, Jesse. I'm good. All right. That looks pretty. But she is snoring a little lighter right now. Yeah, she's still wanting to close that eye. I don't know why. It's all better. Doc even said she was fine. So when she's getting in trouble, she kind of closes it. Or when I think it's sympathy. I think it is the sympathy squint. Washi tape so it tears real easy. Remind you about what? Angelique, you're not making sense. First you ask me a question, then you say I know I saw, and I ask you to explain that, and you didn't. And now you're saying I understand, Jesse. Remind me about that fluff. It remind you about what? What am I reminding you? I don't mind reminding you, but I don't know about what. What happened? Is it my blood pressure? Am I not catching stuff? Everybody catching it? And I'm just on the just text me before you go live on the 20th. Oh, gotcha. See, you left all that out. Remember, I look down and talk, so I will. I will, and I'll put another little video out. Sandra, are you still here? I love that little thingy. I love it. I love it. I hope you don't mind. I told everybody it was you that did it. Doesn't that look cool? So far, so far. Yeah, I'll put a video out because the video will be for me to remind my damn self. All right. Now look in here, and I want a big picture. Oh wait, no. First, I want to put. I knew what I wanted to do. Wanted to put some frames on here. That's what I wanted to do. Put some frames. Got you. Okay. Thank you, Angelique. Girl, you know this brain. I'm like, what is she saying to me? I don't understand. And I know it's probably me. And it was. Gotcha. Yeah, it's still green, so we're still good. I don't know what's going to happen when it dies, if the computer will revert back to the computer microphone. Hopefully, because the option about the microphone was there before I went live. So I don't know how to fix that if. I need to use this. Okay, Mick, because I feel like my side is running behind. Oh, okay. Did Clint say he was? Did Clint bounce on us? He's probably wanting to go live. He goes live a lot. I got to see his completed junk journal he was working on that night he came in here and we went into his live, some of us. Did Sandra take off? Did she ever say she was here? Y'all, I know this is a sticker and this is not even helping it come off. Maybe I shouldn't have gone live today. I know she was here. I spoke with her, but I didn't see her bounce out. There we go, finally. Maybe she had another date. And I didn't realize till I rewatched this live that Saunders said he was an exterminator and that he brought her home early because she bugged him. And I went, that was a joke. Exterminator bugs. Yeah, I'm telling you, sometimes I'm late. I'm like, Fluffy, you're such a dumbass. I swear. So, Sandra, I just caught it. That was funny. These knew it was a pack with these from, and you can take the center out. And so you get two pieces for one sheet. Oh, you can see it better back this way. See how it's serrated? Thank you, Angelique. Gotcha. God, we've been on for an hour and a half. Can you believe it already? Well, I did sign on a little bit early. I wanted to make sure that the microphone worked. And Angelique, I don't always like bugging you. You got a life too. You got your little granddaughter, and so 'cause I know if I'd have texted you, you'd have met me early. And I appreciate that. Yes, Erica, I always post them after. Always. So if you have to go, it's okay. I appreciate you stopping in. Okay. See, sometimes I can admit it. No. I gotcha. Yeah, well, it was 7:57 or something, and the kid was heading back to her room, and I said, "Oh my God, it's already, almost 8 o'clock." So I got up and, put a bra on, changed my gown, and got set up. And then I started to do, because I really wanted to work on the microphone. And by 8:30, I was ready to go. And so I waited and I waited. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get on. I'm already ready. And if a couple of people trickle in, then it's not so bad with the microphone. I might fade out early too because I've been working in my backyard and I started exercising too. I only slept 4 hours last night, so I should sleep. You should. All that workout and then no sleep the night before. It's okay, B. You're here all the time. Your health and stuff before me. And it's not like you can't watch this after. I mean, I enjoy having you in here, but my gosh, girl, go to bed if you got to go to bed. No, we'll just talk about you when you leave. After a while, it's gonna be me and Angelique, the fellow insomniac. I only am able to fall asleep because I get medical help. No need to thank me, B. It's all right. I'm gonna color this little one. It's too plain, so I'm gonna color it. Oh gosh, B. I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes that's what compels us. For for me, it was more humiliation than a health scare when I had to move my seat back in my car because my belly wouldn't fit. Yeah, I cried in the car for 10 minutes and I'm like, you just really got to do something. It's the first time you're leaving the house in 6 months and you can't even fit in your car. Mm. Care to share? It's okay if you don't. I made it that color just a little bit better. Oh gosh, that's not good, B. That'll do it. Is that the kid telling me I'm still too loud? Nope. Y'all, I'm missing my sausages. Did y'all see where I put them? Right here. I hid them from myself. Me too. Very scary because I'm on the maximum dose of meds for my heart. Oh gosh. Gee, oh, please take care of you. Please take care of you. We won't want nothing to happen to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we tend to push our luck, but I'm glad it was enough to get you to say, hey, I may need to do something different. How are you feeling now? Y'all, I really like these frames. I may have to get me some more. They're smaller. I like them. Good. Good. Welcome back. Oh no, Gary. It's making chores for you. Well, that's just rude. That's just rude. But is it good in the long run? Wait a minute. I saw the. Did I pull the circle ones out? You can scroll up, but no. B was telling us that she had a health scare, which is why she decided to do something and go low carb. That's why she's on low carb. What else? Gary's back. Apparently, the snowplow kind of screwed him over. That's terrible. Let's see. Now we're gonna put some steampunk kids on here. A couple of kids. All right, y'all. All right, I'm gonna wait to put this one. I know I would definitely want these two here. So let me put these on here and then we're gonna make a decision on what goes right here. But let me put the other two on. Did we decide Clint left? Oh, I can imagine, Gary. Hey, Katie. I'm still glad to see you. Thank y'all for the likes, the 10 people that are in here. I'm sorry you're having is it health? Is it with somebody else? You got a stalker too? I'm glad you said hi though, Katie, so I know you're here. We like when you're around. This is going to be a nice, clean one. I like it. I like this project. Erica, yeah, we got slammed. Oh my God. Like Ponsatani Phil? That's his name, right? Katie, I don't know how long. Did you hear my stalker story? I'm not going to go through it all because everybody's going to go, oh my God, that took a half hour. I mean, it drew the kid out of her bedroom. I was so loud. I, I got y'all here, so I feel better. His dogs got loose, came into my yard, started nipping at my dog. I cursed him out, and then I told on him the next day with footage. I was that neighbor. I turned into that neighbor. Okay, y'all. It's time to include y'all in this project. It'd be okay. I've got these two. This is what the project looks so far. All right. What we're trying to figure out is what to put here. We're going to do one or two. Do we put one? He's going to go like right here. We're going to do one or two. That's the cat. And I'm going to fill in with gears and stuff because I got a new pack. So that's two or one. What you think? Gary, hey, you sent me one. I'll print it out and put it on there. Thank you, B. They are the steampunk kids. All right, so we've got a 1 1 and 1 2. So Angelique says the boy, and B says the cat. Gary, no, we have 2, 3. All right. B, sorry. Maybe I'll find room for the cat, but definitely because I like the clean look of this. So I'll leave him out though. All right, but we'll put the boy. Excuse me while I itch myself. All right, that's with the boy on it. All right. Mhm. That's too many. Sorry, kitty cat. Sorry. No, it's too big. Okay. I can't wait to do one and put her on one. She'll look good with one on. So thank you. Thank you. We we love you too, and you're right. Burned out. See a whole new pack of gears. Oh, you're a bird. You don't belong right there. What you doing in there? Erica, it's a picture and it's got a bunch of little spaces, and then you take these miniature diamond looking uh like the things that I put on there, like rhinestones, but they're flat on one side. And you it's like painting by number, but instead of paint, you put a specific color of little stud, little crystal on there. And you just piece by piece you glue it on and they stick together. I couldn't do it because I'm too messy and those beads would be everywhere. The dogs would have it coming out of their poop. It is, Angelique, but they have things now where you can do like 4 and 5 at a time, especially for it's a stick, and you put wax on one end of the stick, and the wax is what picks up the diamonds. They have some that are vacuum. It's a little like you would sip through a straw, and the vacuum picks up the diamond, and then you release it onto the project. I don't know what Mona does. See, let's see. I'm not gonna turn down the thing. This is off of Timu. There's a little video right there, and those are little diamonds. You see how she's doing it? You attach it to the picture, you pull it off, you stick the little stud down. And I think some of the diamonds are teeny tiny, and then some of them are bigger, I think. So that's what it is. That was a Timu video. Cool, Erica. Yeah, the diamond painting, I'm too much of a messy person. I would just, it'd be all over. I think Jesse's of is of two big cherries. That's cool. Oh, my dryer's done. Thank goodness. Go to bed with no comforter. Sometimes I'm weird, and that's the fibromyalgia. See, I just dropped the shavings off of this. My body can be warm, but my feet could be cold, so I'll have no blanket on except for over my feet. Gary, let's see. I got a kit from a friend for that and my dad that we lost 2 days after I got married in 2013. I haven't brought myself to do it yet. Gotcha. Okay, B. Jesse, the wax, like, from what I understand, just like, where did it go? Just like this, the plastic that covers it, this is sticky, right? For my stickers. The project, I believe, is the same way. You slowly peel it off to expose the area you want to work on because it's the glue on the actual design that keeps the diamond on it. The wax goes on the pen, and the wax is what makes the diamond stick to the pen, and then you stick it on the project, and the tape on the thing, the sticky glue or whatever on the project is what keeps it on the project. Jesse, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it works. Okay. Uh, no, where did it go? See, I lost them again, y'all. Oh, they're there. This is from Aldi, and it is Sims. And I know Walmart has the Sims. What I get from the ones I get from, I'm not saying that Jacqueline's doesn't have any. Let me see which one I get. Those are 805 for that bag. And this is not even a pound, 9.5 ounce bag. Very expensive for my budget. And Walmart, I get this kind. And this is for a 10-ounce bag, and it's even more expensive than the Sims. Tillamook. This go back up again. 12.97 for the 10-ounce bag. These are not spicy. These are delicious also. So when I do Walmart, and yeah, it 12.97 here. And we're pretty cheap as far as the economy goes. Yeah, I love the Tillamook cheese. You're welcome, Angelique. I went to trim and then I started talking about sausage and lost track. My headache feels better, so I'm going to try this again. See how it goes because I like it. None of them, Gary. That sucks. Did I tell you? I know I told the kid. I had asked Don, the maintenance guy, to come, him and Tim, that's the other guy, could they come and look at my yard? Because remember that inspection's coming up from them and the city. And they will charge you $100 and they'll clean it up for you, plus $75 fine. So I had asked them, can you come by and let me know what my violations are beforehand so I know where to focus? And I saw him not yesterday, but I mean I did see him, but when that came up, he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant to tell you. Yeah, we went by there. You're fine. You're fine." Basically, what they're looking for is like junk that looks like it's been there and stuff that should be in the inside of your house, but you've thrown it outside. Old couches, non-working refrigerators, junk like that. So I'm happy to report that we are good. So that's a relief. I've got to get registration. Oh my God, this reminds me of today's Saturday, Friday, Wednesday or Thursday. I want to say Thursday, but I'm not for certain. Wednesday. Wednesday, because that bullshit's look, I'm not gonna talk about it. It'll rile me up again. Anyway, Wednesday. I pick up this guy and I've had my credentials to get on base for a while. When I started back up, I didn't. I just decided just to avoid all things on base because I was so out of shape still. I couldn't walk that far. I'm doing a little better now. Anyway, because you have to walk a distance. But I finally did it. So Wednesday, I pick up a guy from off base and I have to take him to work on base. He's a soldier, he's in fatigues. So we're chit chatting away. We get to the gate and I tell them I have someone in the back. So they scan his ID, I scan mine. And then he goes, "Ma'am, can I see your pass?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I give it to him and he says, "Ma'am, this expired." I said, "What?" He said, "This expired yesterday." And I was like, "Oh my God." Y'all, I practically cried to him. I begged him so hard. I'm like, "Please, I have to get this soldier to work. Can you please let me? I'll leave my driver's license here. I'll leave my whole dang purse here and then come back and get it. Please, please, please." Erica, it's dry. It's like a less greasy Slim Jim. And I love a Slim Jim, but it's not fatty at all. It's a little bit more dense. It's got a little bit more snap. The meat itself, it's more dense. It is better than a Slim Jim. So, all right, this is what I got so far. I think I'm going to leave it this simple and maybe just put some words like I always do. I might even not put words. Y'all tell me, or do you think this is good? I love that. So nice and clean looking, huh? Came out really good. Should I put words or just leave it? I don't think it needs words. It's got that writing, and I just think it looks so cute the way it is. Okay, I'll leave it because I like it this nice and clean this way. All right, you want to recap these, and I'll take a picture and post. Let's recap this fun one. All right, you remember this one, the forest one. We did. I did that one on my own. I did that on my own. This one came out really good. And you remember that was that paper I said that you couldn't do a whole sheet because it would, so I just did partial. Cat in the Hat. I love this one, y'all. I don't know why. I love this one. The kid picked out the house. We were watching Deary when we were doing this one, and she picked out the house because it has like the little rainbow hue, and she's kind of rainbowy. That's why I did the flowers actually. And then let's see, was there another one in between? Nope, this one. Then the one we just did. They all look really cool. This is turning out to be pretty good. Pretty good one. All right. Before we do the big one, we're only at 2 hours. As I calm my ass now, we'll do the other one this size, but in the other spiral. I love steampunk. I adore steampunk. That's why I said, nope, I got to get some more. I got to get some more gear stickers. I must do it. I must. I must. All right. We're going to do one, and we might do 4 tonight. It depends on how quickly we get through this one. All right, I'm going to do a flip through this one. I missed the first one you started. Let's see. It was in this book. And this one was while I was telling the stalker story. Let's get a close up of the girls on here. That was the first one we did. Thank you. Oh God, Gary says shoveling this damn snow. I don't blame you. Y'all notice I ain't having a shut up Mona? Mm-mm. All right. Let's do a flip through real quick of these. I put rain clouds, raining. You can hardly see it, but and this is tape. It's like rainy tape. I'm not real crazy about it, but I had to use it. And then my favorite princess. That took us a while. Y'all remember where the giraffe was? I had to look. He's right there. You see him hiding? That was a cute one. Another Mad Hatter. That's tape. That's one tape. This one here. I just added everything else. I always said that's the kid version, the kiddie version of my kid. This is the Valentine's one we did on Valentine's. Yeah, I didn't realize, remember I kept complaining that I thought I picked the wrong one because I wanted the one holding the heart. Both of them were holding hearts, I found out later. I like this one. Just feels nice and clean to me too. Love that butterfly. We did that one, remember? Because I put ink on the top so that it wouldn't look so bright and shiny. Here's the wedding one. Shut up, Angelique. I like this one. Oh, Erica, you can go to sleep. It's okay. You know, you can fast forward to 2 hours 14 when you go to sleep. Just look at the time, what time it is. Or ask me how long we've been going, and then you can fast forward the live to where you missed. You married to a man at your face. Angelique will like this one. That's a different version of the cat we wanted to put on there. He is also steampunk. Then this the one we did last week. Wasn't it last week? Did we do this one last week? I think so. I did this one while watching the movie 28 years later. Remember Angelique saying she liked the cat. Erica making homemade stuffed. Work, but well worth. My family loves it. What's a quahog? What? What? Jesse, is that what it looks like you're making? Maybe without the bow? Because when you said you were doing cherries, that's what I pictured. Yeah, I was thinking B was talking that cherries would probably not be Jesse. I saw B's name, so and I did this one on my own. This one came out really good because when I got the airplane, I'm like, oh God, I got a for real airplane. These here are it's up. I made it stand up a little bit. Let's see if you can see it to make it a little bit 3D so that it you wouldn't get lost because it's white. See, it's up a little bit. And I did that one. That was one big house that I put frames over and then cut around it and then put what might be going on in the house. But that's what's in the frames. One big one of those houses that I have. I know. What is it? Oh, okay. I never used to like clams. And then I tried at an Asian buffet little neck clams, and they were good. I know, me either. I'm like, what is that? All right, and that's the end of it. So we're gonna work out of this book. I saw that. Gary said shellfish. That's cool. All right. Before we start on this one, I'm gonna check my blood pressure again. Hopefully the kid doesn't hear again. I don't lay back when I go to the doctor's office, so I'm not gonna lay back this time. I'm just gonna be still. Please. Please keep silent and relax. Low battery. Please replace the battery. All right, low battery, so it won't go. I done wore it out with the battery, and I think it takes triple A. Yeah, I don't have any handy, so oh well. I was gonna check it, but I think I'm doing better. All right, back to this. What am I gonna do? This is pretty. I'll take both of them out and see if I'll use both of them. I might do something like this instead of ripping them, or I could do in the middle, and then and do the ripping here. Let's see if I ripped it there and I put that there. That would be like a mirror here, and then I could do another one here. No, kind of like it off kilter. Yeah, and then I'll just put part of it here, right there. All right, let's do that. Let me catch up. I have not. That is a cold. It is a cold beet soup, and that is Russian. And I've never had Russian food. Erica. Oh, cool. Yeah, it is beets. It is a cold beet soup. It is designed to be served cold. Borscht. And I don't know how to spell it, so we're gonna say Angelique spelt it correctly. I'm adventurous. I try it. And listen, the one I cannot take is octopus, squid. I can do the calamari, the rings and stuff. It's the sucker things. I know it, and I know I'm being unreasonable. But it because in my mind, I know it's dead, but all I can imagine is those sucker things sticking to my mouth. Let me know, Angelique. Gazpacho, that's Italian. That's a cold soup, right? It's cold tomato soup, I think. Am I wrong? Gary. It's the sucker things I can't take. And there is a Puerto Rican dish called pulpo. I think that's the word for squid. She made it for me one time, and it had a bunch of vegetables. They consider it a salad, but it's like a special occasion salad, and it was good. I managed to eat it, even though it had the sucker things, because she diced it up. And I kept going, "Smash, I don't know. I don't know if I wanna eat it." Like, "You'll like it." And so I didn't wanna disappoint. So I tried it, and it wasn't bad. It had a good flavor, and I had to get out of my head what I was chewing on. Right. It is a Puerto Rican dish, and it is like a salad, a vinegary salad, pulpo, octopus salad. In Korea or China, they do too, and it goes off the plate, the little ones. Gazpacho, isn't that a cold tomato soup? Y'all tell me, I could be wrong. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I can't do them dead, much less I would freak. I would make a scene in the restaurant, y'all. I would. Okay. That's what I have so far. That's what I decided to do. I may put this in this corner, I'll see. May not use it, but I'll put the piece away. Yeah, I don't like it anywhere on here, so we won't use it. I'll put it up here to stash it. Same, Erica. I love beets. Plain beets, pickled beets, they're very good. Germans eat beets, but not borscht. Although, has my mother had borscht? Let me look in here. Beets are so good for you. Beets are really good. Put all the houses in here. All right, I'm going to show y'all something real quick. We're going to pick a house and then we'll go from there. Let me close this. I'm not done with this, but I don't want it to fall out. I worked hard on it today. Okay. All right. We have 4 to choose from. So y'all watch. Hang on. I love pickled onions. I had one of Smash's friends was married to a Russian, and the dishes we would see looked bland to me, but I don't know if that's typical of Russian cuisine or it was just that person. I don't know where on here I'm going to put it. We're looking for cohesiveness of colors, okay? So we're going to do 1 through 4. All right, I'm just going to hold it up against here to see which one would look best, okay? Here we go. And let me get on here. 1, it's got planets on it, but 1, 2, 3, 'If I drop it, we're only doing 3. I'll go back through again. Damn it. 4. So that's 4, 3, and that's pumpkins at the bottom if y'all don't see it. 3, 2, 1, the one with the planets. So which one, y'all? That 4 was this one. So we have a 4. We have 1, 1. Gotcha, Angelique. Here we have rock crab off boats, slices, and then we crack the belly, pour beer in it, and after I clean the belly, it's bomb. Crazy. Rock crab, is that the one where the claw tips are black? Is that? So 2, 3. A 3 has a B at the top. Erica, is the rock, and Gary, is the rock crab the one with the black claw tips? They're real fat and chunky. I picked them because they look like they match, so I may put more than one, but now I'll see. Oh my god, you guys. I'm gonna go for 2 and 3. They match together pretty cute, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna put these away. Y'all nasty. Gary, I'm sorry if you're still here. Gotcha. Well, the ones with the black tips on their claws, what, what are they called? And Gary, what do you talk about? Don't bother me. I'm here. Doesn't bother me. Don't have nothing nice to say. Come sit by me. What? Oh, you're funny. That's hilarious. All right. I'll put them here. She doesn't quite fit. So let me see if I can find something that fits better. And bleak. I know which one I would pick, but I want to ask y'all again. Yeah, I told y'all this was interactive. All right, one or two. The girl's going to end up here, but I'm going to put one here and one here. And then you tell me which one matches. I know which one I would pick. Okay, so one's wearing a blue t-shirt, one's wearing a white t-shirt. So you say white or blue. Okay? White or blue. Remember, she's going to go here, but blue or white? Oh, I lost it. No, yeah, I lost her. Blue or white? Good, because I thought the blue, and then I saw this one, and I'm like, oh, so very good, y'all. Because I wanted the blue because it's got orange in it. I'm going to trim a little bit, and then we'll go. Gotcha, Jesse. Thank you, Erica. I'm starting to feel a particular way again, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Right, I've got these huge one sheet flowers. I'm going to see one works best right up the middle, right? Either here, either here or here. Amos, DeAndrea, Lola. Katie Bug, I know, is listening. Sandra took off. She got her nerve. It's all right. Is it normal to see a message saying auto error pop? I have no idea. I have no idea, Gary. I've never seen that going into a live and nothing popped up on my end. Anybody else? I know last week Pauline left, and Pauline's not here, but she was earlier. Uh, and she left because she said she couldn't see anybody's comments. So I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know. That matches her blue. Anybody can help Gary out? I'm sorry, I missed something, Jesse. What do you still have in your room? I've been looking down at flowers. I wonder what she's watching. I hear people laughing. Did y'all hear that? Oh, that's a pretty one. That would fill that up right there. Oh, I already found that one. Leaning towards this one. Okay. I'm not asking you. I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it. I can grab them. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Angelique. I know you know, Gary. It's okay. I'd be a little irritated too. Be like, why is that shit coming up now? I feel you. That's hilarious. Aren't these beautiful, y'all? I'm gonna put this one on here. It's a little too much on the nose, but I like it because there's pumpkins right there. And then this one's gonna go at the top because it kind of matches the lady. I like it. It's one big old sticker. I love that. Love it. Love it. Love it. Has the sound changed at all? Are y'all hearing me the same? Nope, 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 meaning what? I forgot what I asked. Same. Okay, thank you, Angelique. Because it's blinking, it's flashing red. Ooh, I wonder if I did something. Hang on. I can charge it with this. I wonder if I plug it into charge, will it screw it up? Let's see.